Hello. Oh, that's good. Shit. Okay. I have vaguely forgotten where we left off last time. It's been many weeks. My mic's muted. Oh, no, it's not. Oopsie. I just accidentally muted that time. Hopefully the audio levels are okay. Okay. Again, I don't exactly entirely totally remember where we left off last time. Fix there. Alright. Or the controls, so it might take a second to get back into it. It's 7 hours already? There's no way. One of these buttons. There we go. First try. So Z and C to bring up phone. One for system menu. Okay. Nothing too surprising there. Ugh, already hitting the wrong button. Oh, backspace to go back. Alright, so I'm already receiving mail, so let's bring up my phone. Shining finger. Okay, alright, I think I read this last time. Yeah, Moika just goes off. So please don't call me bye-bye. Same though, Moika. That's okay. I'm a lot more comfortable communicating by email anyway. What about you? And it's probably sleeping. Are you still asleep? Rise and shine. Have you talked to the super hacker yet? Oh, I'd also like to hear more about John What's-His-Face. I'm super curious. I'm nocturnal, so I usually don't go to bed until the sun comes up. It's not so bad once you get used to it. Mainly when you wake up, okay? Same, though, because I work an overnight job. So I totally get it. Dawn of a new day. Actually, it's already noon. We didn't sleep at all. Sleep deprivation makes the summer sun seem all the brighter. But it does. I really don't want to go outside, but I'm fed up with the humidity inside the lab. I chug a bottle of Dr. P. Truthfully, when I did drink soft drinks, Dr. Pepper was one of my favorites. The old Dr. P. My stomach protests. Maybe I drank too fast. Or I might be super dehydrated and Dr. P is not enough of that. I'm exhausted, my hands are shaking slightly, and my vision is cloudy. I could pass out if I'm not careful. Maybe I should take a shower. That should stave off exhaustion, if only temporarily. This building has a basic shower room. There's no bath, but it's enough. The lab would be hell without it. I bet it would. You got a bunch of stinky boys in there. Daru typing away. Daru is at his computer, his back turned towards me. His right leg is bouncing impatiently. The room is mostly silent, save for the electric fans is humming, and Daru's mouse clicks. Daru doesn't look my way, and he doesn't try to start a conversation. Neither do I. I don't have the energy. Outside is a sunny summer afternoon, but inside the air is stale and empty of life. So yeah, because last time we played was the explosion of the phone wave, wasn't it? Yesterday, that shocking experience convinced me that the phone wave, named subject to change, was also a time machine. But Kurisu didn't seem willing to accept the results. She just started screaming. I got real close on her face. No, I want to see if I can turn the voices up. It's looking like no. Nope, I will close my door. Minecraft do it from like the main screen. I'm just gonna zip to the title menu real quick. I guess not. Not what I'm looking for either. I guess this game is old enough where it doesn't actually have a volume editor. I say old enough, but I feel like games have always had that. Weird. I just hit new game, not load game. That just closed all the time. God damn it. Alright. Just gonna have to get the game back up here. And then not exit the game this time. Like a big ol' idiot. Build this data. Yes. The dawn of new day. Okay, so I just did a lot of this. I've already gone through all of Moika's stuff. Okay, I think that took me back to where I was. Then she took a mad dash out of the lab. It was like she couldn't get out of here fast enough. As for Mayuri, she was depressed about her chicken and bananas, so she skipped her daily costume sewing and went home. Grudges over food run deep, I guess. You don't fuck with food, Dokube. It's important stuff. Which leaves the lab empty, save for me and Daru. Or Daru and me. Daru and I. Our enthusiasm shot through the roof when we realized that the phone wave, named Subject to Change, had tremendous hidden potential. We nearly died of excitement after successfully sending an email to the past. So we stayed up all night doing experiments to confirm whether or not the phone wave, named Subject to Change, was indeed a time machine. The result, however, we went to the supermarket and stocked up on a wide variety of items. We tossed each of them into the phone wave, named Subject to Change, but everything failed. No change. Nothing happened. After the experiment where the discharge phenomenon occurred, everything warmed up normally. No jellification. Suddenly we couldn't get anything to happen. We still have no idea why. First, let's review the problems revealed by this last run of experiments. Problem 1. Electrical discharge safety precautions. We removed everything flammable from the development room to reduce the risk of fire. We also prepared 2 fire buckets full of water just in case. But that's not a fundamental solution. We'll keep an eye out on it. We'll keep an eye out from now on. But if things get dangerous, we should seriously consider relocating our experiments. Problem 2. Mass increase. When the discharge phenomenon occurs, the phone wave, named Subject to Change, suddenly gains mass for unknown reasons. Because of this, the microwave broke and the table made a dent in the floor. Mr. Braun isn't gonna like that one. To deal with the issue, we placed your microwave on the floor. We spread cushions and blankets underneath. This hides the hole in the floor too. It's only a temporary fix though. If we make any more holes, Mr. Braun is quite capable of raising my rent. And that's to say nothing of the calamity it will cause if it falls through the floor. Oh yeah, dude, Mr. Braun would probably kill him. Anyway, we need to find the source of the mass increase. If amateurs like us even can, that is. But the first 2 problems pale before the third. last problem is critical. Until we solve it, we can't even really experiment with the phone wave named Sub Exchange. Probably why it's not working, like currently, as I said. Problem 3. We're not even sure of the necessary conditions to send email into the past. Right. Because they're missing one condition because they can no longer send email into the past after they did the first one. No matter how many times we tried, we couldn't pin down a single condition. We spent the entire night doing trial and error. We tried over 40 different things, but not once could we reproduce the discharge phenomenon. I had the idea that opening the microwave door was the key. That theory was proved false. There might be something else I'm missing, but for now we're at an impasse. We started off in high spirits, but grew more and more frustrated as time progressed, which brings us to the present. Honestly, I gave up. That's why I spent the entire morning lazing about like this. Another email pops up. I've been way too many of these since yesterday. It's probably Moika. They're all from Shiny Finger, called Kiryu Moika. Or Kiryu Moika. Yep, Shiny Finger. You sleep too much. I haven't gotten a reply yet. Are you still asleep? You sleep too much, Okubekun. You're living like an old man. Well, I guess I'm not one to talk. Lamau. Anyway, let me know when you have something on the BN 5100. IBN 5100. Pretty please. Holy cow. I've never used email this often before. Even my Yuri only sends me 1 or 2 a day. She's a teenage girl. Frankly, this is starting to get on my nerves. I saw how fast Shiny Finger typed. That should have been enough to tip me off that she was a male demon. I was careless. It's too much of a pain to reply, so I ignore it. I finish off my bottle of Dr. P. My stomach gurgles. I haven't eaten anything since yesterday. I'm so hungry, I don't even feel like showering. I call Tadaro who's hammering on the keyboard. You really think he's gonna get you food, Okabe?
なあ、サンボに牛丼でも食いに行かないか。
Hold on, Daryl. I gotta check my email here. From my Yuri. Mayushi spending money. Yeah, Mayushi spending money is getting dangerously low. You and Daru need to chip in sometimes. You don't want to get between me and my food. We reply, don't get angry. Next time I'll treat you to anything you want to eat. So keep buying more bananas for the sake of our experiments. Good one. That'll convince her. Actually, can I? No, you can't actually change the volume. The phone ring is goddamn loud. Let's see. Nah, too much trouble.
腹は減ってないのか？
減ったけどさ。
煮え切らない男め。
What is doing on the computer anyway? Oh no, that's a mistake. What is he doing? What is doing? I'm curious, so I casually peek over his shoulder. There's an image of a futuristic-looking facility I've never seen before. Richly colored cords crawl through a gigantic octagonal tunnel, like the interior of a spaceship from a sci-fi movie. Based on the height of the people in the picture, the tunnel looks to be more than 10 meters tall. Incidentally, the people don't look Japanese. Daru sighs heartily. I don't know if the blank look in his eyes is from sleepiness, exhaustion, or something else is just wrong.
ラージハドロンコライダーにはマジ癒されるよな。
Hadron Collider is cute. The Hydron Collider would be cute though.
今何と言った
Large Hardon Colander? Is that an incantation? No, a secret technique?
ラージハドロンコライダー知らんの
Large Hadron Collider. You don't know about it. I realized he actually voiced that. I didn't mean to say it. I grabbed Darla's relaxed shoulders and wring them out.
いててててて何すんだよ
寝ぼけているのか
You know, the more I look at it, the less life it's carrying. Sorry for the shaking in there. I think this is a bit better. Yeah.
寝ぼけてないよ
そのラージハドロンコライダーとは何なんだ
セルンだよセルンその施設の実験装置略称は LHC マジ燃えるからおぬぬ
I'm
め
gonna look up to see if I can turn up this music volume. Because, goddamn, it's overpowering. Oh, okay. So it looks like there are different menus inside of the config that I was too dumb to find. Yeah, there's pages. Oh my god. Turn voice volume up a little bit. There we go. God damn, my ears are gonna be saved.
お前人でないものにも性欲を
And the voices sound a lot better too. Go figure. Nah, shit.
ねえよでもなんつうの見ててワクワクするっつうのニヤニヤできるっつうのそんな感じってあるやん
Shit, I'm sorry. Let's try this. Of course not, but there's something about it that gets me excited, you know? It makes me smile, you know? Don't you feel that? Don't you feel
そういえば少し前は工場や高速道路の高架下がたまらないとか言っていたな
that? How is yours this Whoa! Daru, what does that mean?
そうそうあれと一緒
節操がなさすぎる
2D, 3D, and even inanimate objects. This man has his tastes, I guess.
ジャンル分けして自分で興味の対象を狭める方がもったいなくね
That's too short. I don't want to limit my interest, you know? And yet, you'll do anything to avoid things that don't interest you. Hypocrite.
セルンか
That name. I've seen it somewhere, and recently... Where was it again? Oh, of course.
ジョン・タイター
John Teeter.
ああジョン・タイターオカリンが言ってたのって
Oh yeah,
今
that
アット
guy
チェンで
you mentioned
祭りになってるやつのことだったんだな
He is.
それは偽物である可能性もある俺が言っているジョン・タイターは10年前に現れた方だ
10年前にも現れたん同一人物
I'm being reminded of everything that happened in the first chapter now. hope that Daru would remember, but no such luck.
とにかくジョン・タイターがセルンのことについて触れていた。
He did. I don't remember all of it, but there's one thing I'm sure of.
タイターはこんな予言を残した。すなわち2034年までにセルンがタイムマシンを完成させると。
おお、タイムマシン。まさにタイムリーな話題じゃん。
By time machine, not the time we talk. Wow. Wow. Good one.
でもそれって10年前じゃなくて、今のタイターも言ってた気がす。
Did he know?
10年前だろうが今だろうがどちらでもいい。それより気にならないか、ダル。
So what's the point, Rentaro?
この奇妙な符号はシュタインズゲートの選択である可能性が高い。
Ah, he slipped into Chuni.
タイターって信頼できるん？
信頼できるかできないかはどうでもいいのだ。俺たちと奴は今タイムマシンというキーワードでつながっている。
We have a time machine that doesn't work. He has a time machine that may have worked.
そのタイターが言及したセルンについて念のために調べたとしても損にはならないはず。
Vigor returns to my body. Curiosity truly is the greatest delicacy for a mad scientist like me. Anyway, the phone wave, named subject to change, experiment has hit a dead end for now, so it shouldn't matter if I make a little detour for this.
ダル、セルンについて詳しく。
OK。僕のセルンフォルダが火を吹くぜ。
He has a CERN folder. Daru strikes his keys with renewed passion. It is a whole ass CERN folder. He goes to the My Pictures folder and opens a folder literally called CERN.
セルンは世界最大の素粒子物理学の研究施設だよ。ヨーロッパ素粒子物理学研究所だとか、欧州素粒子原子核研究機構みたいな通称で呼ばれることもある。
Okay.
スイスとフランスの国境近く、ジュネーブ郊外にあってさ、古いところだと HTML や HTTP、ワールドワイドウェブを生み出したところってんで有名。
Really? Huh. For those who don't know, HTML is the language that websites are typically written in, especially like basic websites. Usually to like the back-end code for websites is written in HTML. And I forget how to explain HTTP. I don't know what it is. From the World Wide Web, it's just the internet.
ワールドワイドウェブだと。それってインターネットの？
Oh, yeah, easy.
ビンゴ。 URL の最初についてるやつ。
The www. CERN invented that? All I know about CERN is what I read in Tier's book. I never knew they were that amazing. Did they actually invent that? Like, IRL? 'Cause I'm pretty sure CERN is like a real fucking company. Okay, so the real life CERN is spelled with a C instead of an S. But CERN is real. And it literally did invent those things. No shit. Huh. Watch them actually invent a fucking time machine too.
日本じゃそんなに馴染みはないけど、日本の研究チームも現在進行形で参加してたりするのだぜ。
セルンはどんな研究を？
基本的には素粒子物理学かな。世界でも唯一セルンしか持ってない超でかい実験装置を持ってるんだ。いわゆる粒子加速器ってやつ。 低速汎用子蓄積リング、陽子シンクロトロンブースター、大型電子陽電子コライダー。
I don't even know what half these would do. Low energy anti-proton ring, the proton synchrotron booster, the large electron position collider. I can't even begin to think of what these functions are.
でラスボスは世界最大を誇る LHC ラージハドロンコライダータン。
Give it a name. Ton. Yeah, Ton. Otaku possesses the ability to anthropomorphize it in moe form, just about anything in the world, simply by sticking Ton at the end of its name. Daru's powers encompass even particle accelerators. Daru doesn't seem to notice my shock, he just brings up the next image.
LHC はセルンの地下にある全長約27キロのサークル状トンネルに設置された粒子加速器なんだよ。
How long is 27 kilometers in freedom units? $16.7 miles. That's a big ass tunnel.
陽子同士をそのトンネルで加速させて衝突させることで未知の素粒子反応を起こそうって実験を去年あたりから始めてる。
Okay. So the Large Hadron Collider is literally meant to just make protons collide. I guess that would explain the collider portion of it, huh?
まあ実験開始前はその実験でミニブラックホールが作られちゃうかもって噂もあったな。
Ooh, mini black holes.
そのミニブラックホールに地球が飲み込まれる、宇宙がやばいみたいな。
Mini black holes. I'm pretty sure Teeter said his time machine used mini black holes. Are the things he said about CERN true?
現実にそうなる可能性は
あるあねえよ。セルンが公式に否定してる。
Well, of course they're gonna officially deny it.
もし仮にミニブラックホールが生成されたとしてもエネルギー量はすごく小さいから生まれた瞬間に消えるね。地球を飲み込むなんて全然無理っしょ。
That's true. I mean, if they're only sending like, I know obviously I don't know physics. And I feel like if they're only colliding one proton into one proton, I don't see how that would have enough energy to like stabilize or whatever black holes do.
だが
To like,
火のないと
you
ころ
know,
に
do
煙
the
は
big
立たない。
suck. If I remember correctly, Teeter claimed that CERN began their time machine research in 2001. In 2034, they complete the time machine. Right now, it's 2010. If they actually started that research, it would have been 9 years ago. According to their official announcements, they only began experimenting in 08. That's suspicious. Of course, that's assuming Teeter's story is true. Some of Teeter's predictions were on the mark, but most weren't. I'm also perplexed by how everyone around me seems to have forgotten about Teeter's 2000 appearance. There's something important in Teeter's tale. Or at least, I want there to be. I take up my phone and put it to my ear.
俺だ。聞いて驚くな。悪の陰謀の匂いを嗅ぎつけた。
Ah, an evil conspiracy, huh?
ジョン・タイターとセルン。その2つの言葉から俺が言いたいことは分かってもらえるはずだ。
I don't actually see
ああ、そう
anybody
だ。
on the
や
phone
つらは
screen here.
機関とつながりがある可能性が高い。
I don't think you're actually talking to anybody.
偶然だと？おいおい、あまり俺を失望させるなよ。何？根拠だと？そうだな。
What evidence?
あえて言えば、ささやくのだよ。 俺のマッドサイエンティストとしての直感がな。
That's good evidence. My intuition.
奴らは世界を滅ぼそうとしている。ああ、ミニブラックホールによってだ。だが、もしもその技術を俺たちが横取りすることができたら、どうかな？
Yeah, let's just steal the 16-mile long Super Hadron Collider. Good idea, Rentaro. You got it, bud.
当然だ。俺を誰だと思っている？すべてはシュタインズゲートの選択だよ。L、プサイ、コングルー。
L side Conquer. I put away my phone, then turned to find Dario give me an exasperated look.
お前は一体誰と戦っているんだ？
誰
You won't understand, Dario.
俺たちのやるべきことは一つだ。
やるべきこと？なんぞ。
Was that? Whoopsie.
なんぞではない。引き返すな。そこは全てを組んでにやりと笑うのだ。
Yeah,
でないと
Dario.
スーパーハカーらしくないだろうが。
Why aren't you playing into Rentaro's fantasies? That's pretty messed up, dude. I wanted him to say something like, well, why the hell not? So what's in it for me? And then we continue like this, grinning slyly the whole time. Oh yeah, hold on, who called me? Oh, let me look. Me, a week's worth of potato chips. Daru, 10 days. Me, you sure are a glutton. Daru, the dive makes you a hungry man. Me, deal, get started. You got it, boss. Or something like that. Yep, a real cool conversation. Now hold up, I gotta check my email. Mayuri. Thank you very much. Just hearing that from Okiri makes me happy. See that? All we had to do was buy her food. Homie got a tree neck? What is... Are you talking about Daru? He kinda do. He's got a good stump of a neck. Strong base. But the real world Daru just purses his lips.
オカリンはいつも説明不足なんだっつーの。かっこつけるより先に分かるように話してくれ。
Work with me here. I see, Daru, I told
お
you.
前はスーパーハカーだ。
Thick.
ハカーって言うな。せめてハッカーにして。
Oops.
あとはわかるな。
See
いや全然。
I don't either, Ituru, don't worry.
セルンにハッキングしろ。
Yeah, good luck with that one. Just casually hack and discern. Dario stares at me in disbelief.
それはひょっとしてギャグで言っているのか？
ダル、お前ならできる。奴らの悪事を暴き、タイムマシンについてのヒントを手に入れろ。
悪事ってオカリンの妄想だろう。
Yeah, but Daru, what if he's...
電話レンジカッコ仮をタイムマシンとして使えるように
Please
する
read
か、
Japanese. I can't
このま
read
まただのダサ
Japanese.
くとしてラボの倉庫で眠らせることになるか、今が分岐点だ。
So, I'm sorry. Not this time.
マジで言ってんの？
俺はいつでもマジである。
He's always serious. I look Daru straight in the eye as I answer. Looks like that made him understand my position. Daru sweeps the garbage off his desk and sits up straight.
どうなっても知らないぜ。
Is he actually going to try to hack and discern? Suddenly, Daru is bursting with energy. It's like his lethargy was a lie.
交渉成立だ。
The lethargy is a lie.
すぐ取り掛かってくれ。
うは、みなぎってきた。
報酬のポテチ1週間分はスイスの銀行に振り込んでおく。
Weeks supply of potato chips into your Swiss bank account. Whole week. Fake otaku, do you even watch anime? Oof. And now you're personally attacking me. Just because I'm lazy, alright? Daru doesn't respond. He's already deep in concentration.
じゃあ俺は寝る
I think that means that we no longer have to pay him, right? I lie down on the sofa and let the clanking of Daru's keyboard lull me to sleep. Oh boy, nothing like keyboard clacks to make you sleep. We got a new message from Floris. Original sin level rising to 180%. Kiyoma, when operating in the mundane world, you're supposed to be discreet, yeah? You don't want them to notice you. Remember, the summoning has taken 2,000 years to prepare. If it fails, everything will be ruined. Although I suppose that might make things interesting. Nyahahaha. Right, Ferris is like the only person who goes along with his fantasies. Is the church still devoted to that fool's errand? Even if they manage to resurrect their messiah, humanity's faith is less than 17% of what it was in his time. Mankind doesn't need decrepit old gods to save them. Damn. If I select a different thing, will he reply differently? Oh! It do. Akiba. Part of the mundane world? Nonsense. The town has belonged to the chaos for centuries, and it shall forevermore. You, what are you scheming? We'll reply with that one. What is that cat girl scheming? I wake up to the twilight sun streaming in through the window. A refreshing breeze blows in, softly brushing my cheek. Daru's exactly where I left him before I fell asleep. He's sitting in exactly the same position, probably still clacking away. Not much has changed besides his typing speed. Oh, and now he's muttering to himself. I guess he hasn't had any success at hacking yet. I look around the room, but I can't find Mayuri. Maybe she's not coming today. I guess food-related grudges really do run deep. I'm surprised he didn't know this already. I'm sure if somebody messed with his food, he'd be in the same spot. I stand up and stretch. I don't want to bother Daru, so I don't say anything to him. I take a cold Dr. P out of the fridge and quench my thirst. I throw myself back down onto the sofa and start browsing @channel on my phone. And what a perfect timing, Teeter is currently posting in the thread. Oh damn, there's a lot. John Teer's post. The Everett Wheeler module is correct. Please look it up to learn more. It seems we're all still clinging to preconceived notions of time. Time does not simply run from past to future like a car on a one-way street. To be more specific, the laws of causality do not allow contradictions to occur. If the result of an event, the effect, is changed, then the event itself, the cause, is also changes to prevent a paradox. That's why there are so few people who can observe changes in divergence. Divergence being the world line's percent difference from the standard. From Anonymous. Die, troll, you claim to be a time traveler without any proof. Got him. Another anonymous poster. Stock trends, please. I'm counting on you, Mr. Time Traveler. Kuri Gohan and Kamehameha. I'm pretty sure that Kuri Gohan and Kamehameha is, this is us. It's Okabe. If you can't observe changes in divergence, then how can you possibly measure it? Oh, I know, your time machine has a magical device that measures it for you, lol 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 lol. Oh, and you still haven't explained how your research institution conquers the world. Details blocks. Anonymous, oh no, humanity is doomed. What has science done? .jpg. Lol, noobs responding seriously to troll thread. This Teeter guy is a shitty troll. Oh, I guess Kurigohan Kamehameha isn't him, because he's healing him. Unless he has two accounts to like double attack him. I forgot if that's how he did it. From Hyoin Kiyoma. Don't you people have anything to offer besides insults? How about contributing to the discussion, plebeian scum? If you assume that time travel doesn't flow in a straight line, then the idea of time travel is much easier to swallow. In such a scenario, a time machine traveling to the past doesn't need to fight against the flow of time. I say Teeter's points have merit. By the way, Teeter, I'd like to know more about CERN. What can you tell us about their current activities? Tell me which horse wins the next Emperor's Cup. I'll bet my entire life savings. Everett Wheeler model equals many worlds interpretation. Basically, that means parallel worlds. I also kind of vaguely think that's what makes most sense. What's with all the stupid name tags? This Hyoin Kiyoma is more annoying than Teeter. Oof. You call yourself John Teeter, but you're fluent in Japanese. Writing in English would at least make it seem more realistic. You can't do English, can you? Can I ask you a favor, Teeter song? My mom died last year in the Shibuya earthquake. If I stop my mom from leaving home, then I can undo her death. Please, lend me your time machine. Kurigohan Kamehameha. You're gonna believe this time traveler? Lol. Without proof? Are you an idiot? 235 I assume is Hyoin. Yeah, okay. I can just go back down the bottom. Holy shit. That's so much. There's some water. Ah. Alright, post from John Teeter. No one seems particularly interested in what I said about time not flowing in a single direction. That's proof that your preconceptions are deeply ingrained. Honestly, it bothers me that you simply accept that as a truth. I'm starting to understand why CERN was able to take over so easily. Whenever a major event causes divergence to change, the timeline is reconstructed to prevent paradoxes from occurring. For example, let's say that a major event causes this world line to diverge into a new world line. Call it world line B. On a world line B, I'm afraid to say, @channel never existed. As this timeline is reconstructed, all of your memories of reading and posting on @channel will disappear and be replaced by memories of you doing something else. In other words, by changing the present, you change the past. I wrote about CERN yesterday, but the only thing I can say is that you must not believe their lies. They have already succeeded in creating micro black holes. Hyoin Kiyoma replying to Kurigohan and Kamehameha. I desire only to quench my intellectual thirst. Unlike you, closed-minded fools, I will reserve judgment until after I've heard what Teeter has to say. And then I will make contact with this Teeter and acquire his time machine for myself. The great mad scientist, Hyoin Kiyoma, will have the last laugh. Suck it, sleazebags. Nice. Tell me stock prices or fucking die. I won't believe until you tell me. Jesus. From Kurigohan. That's not reconstructing the world, you idiot. That's altering people's memories. Who the hell can alter the memories of nearly 6.7 billion people? Do you even realize how stupid that sounds? I think I would have noticed if somebody went and screwed with my brain. And what does any of that have to do with the many worlds interpretation? Do some research, lol. Micro black holes. Lol 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 lol. Anonymous. Wait, the future's a wasteland? That means I can be a road warrior and ride with a mod buggy, right? I'm gonna get me a mohawk. Anyone know where I can buy Spike's shoulder pads? Go full Mad Max. I checked CERN's homepage. It says they've been experimenting since '09. Can they really make black holes? What the hell is gonna happen? Does Teeter have a mohawk? God, that's Moe. Are you implying our brains make the world? Are you saying that the universe is a giant tree and we're the branches or something? That's some evil level BS right there. Go back to 2036. John Cheetah replying to 314. Who's 314? Is that Curry? It is Curry, okay. Is this how you reply to a specific person? Thank you for showing me. Reconstruction of the timeline and alteration of people's memories. I think they're essentially the same thing. Why are you so intent on saying they're different? With a few exceptions, nobody can keep their memories across world lines. They are reconstructed along with everything else when divergence changes. What's a road warrior? He was born before Mad Max. Or after it. I'm immersed in a heated internet argument when an unfamiliar voice interrupts me. That's the girl who works downstairs. The door opens and a girl peeks inside. I recognize her. It's the girl I met yesterday at the Brawn Tube workshop.
どうも、ブラウン管工房です。
What are you doing here, though? When our eyes meet, she smiles.
修理頼まれてたテレビ、治ったよ。引き取りに来てくんない？
Cool. Dario's typing gets even faster. Looks like he's in the zone. It would be a bad idea to disturb him with their voices. I nod to the girl and hurry outside.
なんでコソコソしてんの？
Can't interrupt the man. What was this girl's name again? I think it was something like Arima or Amor? Omar? Alright, Amine. Amine Suzaha.
今我が相棒である天才が重要なミッションを遂行中なのだ。邪魔をしたくない。
You know, he said it in like a weird way, but that's actually accurate to what's happening.
ふーん。君たちって何してる人？
前も言ったはずだ。俺たちの秘密に踏み込めば貴様も危険に巻き込まれる可能性があると。
未来ガジェット研究所って言うんだよね。
なぜ知っている？俺は説明した覚えはないぞ。まさか貴様機関のスパイ？
I raised my guard and spring into praying mantis stance. Oh, he went like full, like... But Suzaha just stares blankly.
下のポストにそう書いてあった。
そうか。
Got us there. I lower my guard. Why didn't you just say so?
知られたからにはしょうがない。簡単に説明しておこう。ただし、これは他言無用だ。
You must not tell a soul. Suzaha nods firmly. Is it just me, or are her eyes gleaming?
我ら未来ガジェット研究所は世界を影から操る闇の機関に対抗し、その支配構造を破壊するために活動しているのだ。ふーはははは。
へえ。その
Yeah, she's impressed.
闇の機関って
We
セ
got
ル
her
ン？
there.
そうだが。
How'd you know?
おお、やっぱそうなの？あいつら抱きすべき連中だよね。
You should talk about. She nods to herself for some reason. And contemptible? I thought I was the only one who used words like that in normal conversation.
なぜ
I don't even know if I said
俺
it
たちが
right.
今まさに
I don't
セルンに
know.
ハッキング中だと知っている。
ハッキング中なの今？
You really let that one out. Yep, me and my big mouth.
いいからこちらの質問に答えろ。なぜ俺たちとセルンの関係を知っている？
あそれはあ、いや実は昼間話し声を聞いちゃってさ、ここに立つと窓から聞こえてくるわけ。
You've been talking too loud. The window. Come to think of it, it was open, and Dario and I were talking loudly. But can you really hear us from here? I look up to the second floor. The window is still fully open, but I can't hear a thing. Is that really an open window? I'm not sure. I guess Dario was working quietly. This is a really old game. I'm not gonna hold it against him. I look down. There's an unfamiliar bicycle parked in front of the Braun Tube workshop. One of those mountain bikes. Its frame is all sparkly. Its tires mostly clean. It's probably new. It looks pretty fast, but whose is it? Oopsie.
私、昨日からここで働き出したんだけど。
Susaha opens the Braun Tube workshop door with a wry smile.
これが予想以上に暇でさ、今日だけで 4,5 回は外に出たね。客来ないかなーって店の前で索敵しちゃったね。
Try to convince people to come in and buy CRT TVs. I don't have to say this word. Reconnoiter? Now there's a word you don't hear in casual conversation. I'm pretty sure it means to perform reconnaissance, to scout an area and gather intelligence. Not just to like do recon? Why did it have to be the whole like reconnoiter? Is she some kind of secret agent? She looks pretty sus. I follow Suzaha into the store.
その時に2階から君たちの話し声が聞
So
こえ
that's
ちゃっ
when
た
I
わ
heard
け
you
よ。
guys talking from.
気になってついネットで調べちゃった。セルンの黒い噂についてもバッチリ知ってるよ。
Damn, we were careless. Looks like we need to close that window when we discuss sensitive matters from now on. Yeah, if you even remember over that. But if we do that, the lab will turn into a scorching hell. They really need an AC. Damned if I do, damned if I don't.
とにかく絶対に他言無用だぞ。
Or else men in black will raid us. Probably.
あ、うんうん、わかった。これでも口は硬いから任せといて。
I don't know, she's already basically told us that she knows everything, so... Susaha grins and thumps her chest confidently. All is quiet in the Braun Tube workshop, except for my phone going off. Lukako. She made sweets. I made cookies today. I had everyone in my family eat some and got their seal of approval. Would it be okay if I baked some for your lab friends, Master? Oh, and it would be great if you could teach me some more techniques with Samidare whenever you have time. P.S. I managed 10 practice swings today. Whole 10. Alright, so what options do we have this time? Well done, we warmly welcome your refreshments. In fact, you can come cook for us every day if you want. I'll even provide you with a maid uniform. Nice, that's a good deal. You sure get along with your family. How many family members do you have anyway? Daro keeps insisting that shrine maidens should come in pairs. That sounds like a Daro thing. You mustn't depend on me. Remember, all things come to an end. Every meeting heralds a parting. I can't hide from the organization forever, and the seal of my arm grows weaker by the day. When I'm gone, you'll have to take care of yourself. We'll give Lukako the maid outfit offer. So we can definitely still get the cookies. And judging from what they're talking about already, they need some food, so cookie energy. That gigantic TV isn't on. Mr. Braun's not here either.
店長はどこへ？
Yeah, where is
たった今君のテレビの修理が終わって出てったよ。
he? What a guy. He probably went to see the chipmunk. He disappears during business hours every now and then. Whenever I ask him where he's going, he always says something like, "I'm picking up my beloved daughter from school," or "My beloved daughter has a cold," with a huge grin on his face. He's just a man who loves his daughter. He's a dad. He dotes on her too much. It probably just annoys her. Anyway, just how irresponsible can you be to neglect work to see your daughter? He used to put a "back soon" sign on the door whenever he left, but now he has Suzuha to take care of things while he's gone.
つうわけで治ったテレビはこれね。
Woo, fixed TV. Suzuha lightly taps on the TV on the counter.
お代は1000円でいいってさ。
1,000 yen? Damn manager. I bet he gave it to us just so he could charge repair fees. Probably. He got us. He got him. I reluctantly take out a bill off my wallet and hand it to Suzuha. She takes out a receipt. Apparently, it was already written out.
毎度あり。じゃあ持ってっていいよ。
まさか一人で持っていけと？
Yeah, you got it, Rentaro.
え？違うの？持ってきた時も一人だったんでしょ？
Don't you know it takes 10 times more effort to go upstairs and down? Defying gravity is no easy task, woman.
手伝ってもいいけど。そっか。もう力仕事も女がやる時代か。
Yes, so? She mutters, her tone pensive. How sarcastic of her.
誰も貴様に手伝ってもらおうなどとは思っていない。
Oh, now he acts tough.
貴様のような女子に手伝ってもらうことなど、
Oopsie.
この俺のプライドが許さん。
Yeah, there you go, Rentaro. Act all tough.
おお、
Applause.
今の男らしいじゃん。私惚れちゃうかも。
騙されるものか。貴様、嘘
Oh,
をつ
dude,
いて
he's
い
on
る。
top of it. He knows. You're lying, aren't you?
なんで嘘って思うの？
それは
He won't fall prey to
この
you.
俺の能力の一つ、カラーリングジェントルマンが反応したからだ。
Coloring gentleman. What does that even mean? This power allows me to see through lies. Liars appear to glow red, then they die. So, like, if he sees a liar, they glow red, then die? But she still seems kind of
能
alive.
力？
Suzuha's eyes pop, but then she clears her throat as if to hide her surprise.
それって超能力的なもの？
We might be. When I nod, she whispers into my ear.
あのさ、君みたいな能力者って他にもあまたにいるわけ？
Oh, gonna have to come up with a story now.
いるわけがなかろう。この俺がスペシャルなのだ。
Oh. He's quick on his feet, I always forget that. I thrust my chest out as far as possible to delay my majesty. Much majesty. Very wow.
そっか、あまたにはいないのか。びっくりした。でもいるって時点ですごいな。やっぱセルンのせいで退化したのかな。
Where do you come from? What does that mean? After muttering some nonsense to herself, she finally nods in understanding.
でもさ、戦闘になれば相手の嘘を見抜く力なんて意味なくない？
Well, apparently they die after glowing red, so I would say yeah.
やっぱ
You just make
1000
them
メート
lie
ル
to
級
you.
の長距離狙撃を命中させられるとか、いかに効率よく相手の関節決められるかとかの方が重要だと思うな。
That's pretty hardcore. Ultra fast reflexes that let me tear my enemy's limbs off before they can react. Damn. What the hell is she talking about? Is she a survival game otaku? No, wait. Don't tell me.
貴様、さては機関のヒットマンだな。ミス・ゴルゴというコードネームで呼ばれているだろう。誰に雇われた？
Miss Golgo? What is that?
いや、誰にも雇われてないし。っていうか、ゴルゴって何？
Alright, I'm glad I'm not the only one who's confused on what a Golgo is. She's trying to gloss things over with an insincere smile. Her confusion is suspicious. That reminds me, I think I remember her saying some awfully disturbing things when we first met yesterday.
ちなみにさ、君の能力って他にもあるの？
あったとしても、俺を殺しに来たヒットマンに教えるものか。
All I wanted to do is come down and grab a TV. And now apparently there's a hitman here for us.
君を殺しなんてしないってば。
Yet.
己の能力を他人に教えるなど、自殺行為にも程がある。力は秘めたるもの。相手に悟られぬよう使ってこそ、初めて最大限の効果を得られるのだ。
Or hopefully not want to find out.
ケチ。
なんとでも言え。
Burning tension runs between us. Our eyes meet, invisible sparks scatter. And then my phone rings. Again. From Shiny Finger. Okay, Bekun, por favor. Why is she talking Spanish now? I want you to reply to me already. I've been waiting, you know. And please tell me the super hacker's address when you can. If we don't get cracking, someone else might get to the IBN 5100 first. Moika. Chill out, girl. And then an email arrives to break the stalemate. I turn my attention away from Suzuha. This ringtone's starting to piss me off. Same. It's most likely from that male demon, Shining Finger. I can tell without even checking. This is getting ridiculous. She's got some stalker qualities and maybe split personalities. I shouldn't have given her my address. Live and learn. I look at Suzuha and see her lying on the counter. She's playing with something in the palm of her hand. It looks like a small metal pin. Anyway, how can she be this lazy on her second day? I love CRTs was a lie too, wasn't it?
なんか渋い顔してるね。
Probably.
死亡通知でも来た？
Also, what is she supposed to do?
ああ、
例えだってば。
Wait, did she say something weird? How do you go back? Can you go back? Tipsless content. Backlog. Did you get a death notice? What is a death notice? Okay. Okay. She was just wondering if I got a death notice? How can she say that with a straight face? And what the hell is a death notice anyway? Do those even exist?
嫌な知らせでもあったのかって聞きたかったわけ。
You got some unpleasant news.
似たようなものだ。
This girl is hard to get a handle on. I really shouldn't let my guard down around her.
IBN5100 というレトロ PC にやたら執着している女がいてな。
And you're her target to get it from. Oh. Suzuha leaps up as soon as I speak.
IBN5100?
Oh, is she a big computer fan too
知っ
now?
ているのか？
あ、うん。
そうか。IBN5100 の都市伝説は有名だったのか。
That legend, huh? Maybe that retro PC is more popular with female otaku than I thought.
そうそう、都市伝説でした。君はどの程度まで知ってんの？
IBN5100 を実際に探し回ってみたが、結局秋葉にはなかったというオチは知っている。
そっか。そりゃそうだよね。
何か知っている口ぶりだな。
いや、知ってるような知ってないようなって感じかな。私は知らないけど、遠い知り合いが知ってて、それをちらっと聞いたことがあるみたいな。
Or something like that, huh? It's pretty suspicious. Another insincere smile. I'm starting to think she's not a very good liar. You can tell she's lying whenever she smiles like that. Sure enough, she doesn't offer any other information. She just keeps that insincere smile plastered on her face.
貴様。
Well, the kid smile.
何者？
It's really interesting seeing her always with like the kitten face mouth, you know? Because I'm pretty sure in the anime like that was not a thing. Who are you? Oh? Suzuha falls back down onto the counter with a deep sigh. She looks up at me from that position.
IBN5100 についてのさ、興味深い情報教えてあげようと思ったのにな。
Well, go on.
そんな目で見られたら教える気なくなっちゃった。
That's just rude. What the
そ
heck?
もそも俺は IBN5100 になど興味はない。
Yes, you are. I'm more concerned with CERN right now. Okay, that's fair. Solving one of Akiba's mysteries won't topple the organization's regime after all.
貴様を信用できる要素が一つもない。その面白い情報が真実であるかどうかもわからない。
He's got a point.
うわぁ、そこまで言う？確かに私、挙動不審だけどね。
Ah, even she knows she's sus.
じゃあさ、教えないけど、ヒントだけあげるよ。そんで、わかりそうでわからないもどかしさに身もだえちゃえ。
Now that's cruel.
実は IBN5100 には隠された機能があるんだよ。
Ooh. A hidden function. That reminds me, I'm pretty sure that John Keeter from 2000 said something like that. I searched through my memories.
確か IBN5100 には独自のプログラミング言語がどうたらこうたら。
The proprietary programming language. Machine language, right?
嘘！なんで知ってんの？なんで？
Well, you see, this time traveler from 2000 told me, and then everybody forgot about the time traveler. Which, given what we just learned about the time traveler recently, probably has to do something with the divergence number. Or the divergence. Right? Yeah. And world lines and shit that he was talking about. And how some people can remember things from world lines. Which is what it started to seem like Okabe can do. I only vaguely remembered, but it looks like I hit the mark. I grin.
能力名サイズハング。俺は貴様の心の内を読み取ることができるの
He
だ。
has the power of leading questions.
何それ？反則？
For some reason, Suzuha covers her face with both her hands. She opens her fingers just enough to peek at me. That's not enough to escape my power.
すべてはお見通しだ天音鈴葉観念するがいい
How long have you been in this freaking shop? Just to pick up our TV.
とにかく IBN5100 には隠された機能があるの。 AP エリアベーシックが普及する前に書かれた IBN の独自のプログラミング言語も解読できちゃうのってさ、驚愕だと思わない？
That is pretty cool. Now I remember. John Teeter said the same thing in 2000. And right after that, the IBM engineer officially admitted to that function's existence.
今や IBN5100 でしか解読できない失われたプログラミング言語があったりするんだよ。
So exposed by John Teeter and then confirmed by an IBM engineer. The reason Teeter traveled to 1975 to obtain an IBM 5100 was because he needed that function. Maybe Moeka wants to use it too. Or maybe not. Shiny Finger doesn't seem like the type who'd know about that sort of function.
だから IBN5100 ってすっごくレアな PC なの。
While talking, Suzuha keeps dropping her glance to the metal pin in her hand. She rolls it around with her fingers. I guess that's a habit of hers. So the IBM 5100s are super rare? Maybe if I get one I could sell it for a high price. Now you're thinking. That could be a good way to raise research funds. But first, I have to deal with CERN. And then we can make that money. Oh, great, another forum post. John Teeter. Life in 2036 is very different from what it is today. Most people live on farms, growing their own food. All forms of commerce and communication are restricted. There's no travel, no internet, no railroad even. Most people never see another town, let alone a city. Science continues to advance, of course, but the vast majority of people do not benefit from that progress. Technology belongs only to those chosen by CERN and the Committee of 300. It's very peaceful, but at least on the surface. There's none of the conflict you see in this era. Well, I guess because obviously CERN has such a tight grip on things that there's no way for there to be conflict, especially if people never even see a town or another town. So people are very isolated, it must be. Anonymous, there's no war? How is that possible? How did CERN resolve the situation in the Middle East? I mean, easy with time travel, probably. What have you got against world peace? Sounds to me like CERN's doing humanity a favor. Yeah, but did you miss the rest of the bit there? This Teeter guy stole a time machine from CERN, didn't he? He's the bad guy here. Die in a fire, terrorist scum. From John Teeter. The world in 2036 is governed by CERN. All nations, even America, sad, have disbanded their armies. To put it simply, civilization has returned to an 18th century level of technology and exists under a communist system of government. Except now, that system works flawlessly. Right now, you should be asking yourselves how that is possible. How does a system of government that collapsed in the 20th century exist without any discontent? The answer to that question is the reason I'm here. Yes, I am a terrorist. There are others like me who fight against CERN. We think ourselves as the resistance, but there is no denying that our actions are kind of terrorism. Anyway, I want to hear more about the Many Worlds interpretation. You said it's been proven by 2036. How? I knew you were a terrorist. How many have you murdered? What if my kids are among them? Maybe I really should kill your father. Protect the future. Stop beating around the bush. Give us answers. You're one of those old men who participated in the student riots, aren't you? filled your head with a bunch of BS now, and now you can't tell fact from fiction, am I right? It's interesting that people are starting to treat him less like a troll. Like, there's not just people being like, ha ha ha, troll. They seem to be having, like, at least semi-actual answers. Delicious nationalist tears. CERN probably figured it out. They've got a time machine to experiment with it, right? Yep. Kyo and Kiyoma to 650. Which one's 650? The guy talked about how many people we've killed. That would make you no better than Teeter. If you're willing to face the consequences, then go right ahead. Teeter, question. Did World War III take place as scheduled? Why did you come to this particular time? Did you find the IBN 5100? Is John Teeter plugging for the commies? I thought that went out of style years ago. I thought Teeter was crazy, but this Hyo and Kiyoma guy is even crazier. Get a room, guys, lol. World War III, Lamau. Isn't there supposed to be a 5100 in Akiba? John Teeter. As I've already explained, my goal in this time is to change the future. I'm posting here to warn you of what's going to happen. Perhaps convergence will render my efforts meaningless. But if one person pays attention, that's enough. Poster's reply. World War III. Is that something I said in a different world line? I would like to talk to you in private. Please email me when you have time. Of course, if anyone else would like to email me, feel free. Serious inquiries only, please. All I've been getting is hate mail. Here's my address once more. Who brought up World War III? That was Kiyoma, right? Yeah. That was definitely Kiyoma. He's still plugged away at the computer. 20 hours have passed since Dario started hacking. Night gives way to a refreshing summer morning. I glance at Dario while browsing @channel on my phone. He's fidgeting even more. Now his legs are like pistons. His knees move up and down in harmony with the rat-a-tat-tat of his keyboard. Dario hasn't slept in about 40 hours, but he still won't get off the computer. Holy shoot! He's been at that computer for 2 straight days, just typing away. Or I guess I should say, like, hacking away, huh? I was going to ask if he'd like a break, but his entire body is exuding an aura that says, don't talk to me. I curl up a bit and return to my phone. My discussions with John Teeter just aren't making sense. Not even Teeter himself seems to know about the Teeter from 10 years ago. It's hard to imagine that everyone on that channel is conspiring against me. But how else can I explain it? Out of options, I decided to email Teeter directly, just as he told me to. He audaciously exposed his own address on that channel. I guess that's his way of saying, bring it on. In my email, I questioned the differences between his posts now and his posts 10 years ago. The current Teeter hasn't even acknowledged the latter. I only vaguely remember them, but they basically went like this. Okay. In 2015, World War III breaks out. Many people die. Well, thankfully that didn't happen, at least in our world line. So we got that going for us, y'all. And by 2036, the world is a nuclear wasteland. Could still happen. John Teeter travels to 1975 to obtain an IBN 5100. The IBN 5100 was necessary to revive technology lost in World War III. But why? The IBN 5100 has a hidden function, the ability to read IBN's proprietary code. I know what the word is. I cannot pronounce it correctly for some reason. Proprietary computer language, which predates APL and BASIC. But only certain IBN engineers are aware of that function, so it does not appear in the manual. In 1998, Teeter meets his younger self and his parents in America. That should be a paradox at some point, right? John Teeter was a soldier who volunteered for this mission. John Teeter is an American. Furthermore, in 2000, Teeter correctly predicted the outcomes of some future events. The Peruvian coast earthquake in 2001, the election of new pope, the outbreak of the Iraq War, China's advances in space, and so forth. Though he only talked vaguely about each one, they all came true. On the other hand, other predictions went unfulfilled. For example, the Y2K bug, a civil war in America, the cancellation of the Beijing Olympics, the inauguration of America's first female president in 2009, and so forth. There's more, but let's leave those aside for now. I'm going to ask him why those predictions didn't come true. Probably something changed the divergence, right? Holy shit, you just typed out a lot. Can I, read it? Oh, okay. Okay. Alright, let's send it now. Ooh, I hope John Teeter replies to us. If he can't answer to my satisfaction, then the current Teeter is an imposter. This is your litmus test, John Teeter. So what are your true colors? There it is, Mayuri. Mayuri comes in. Looks like she's forgiven us for experimenting on her food. She's back to her usual smiley self.
こんな朝早くからどうしたのだ
2人が2日連続徹夜って聞いたからね。差し入れ買ってきたよ。
Not both of us, it's just been Daru.
そうか、それはご苦労。
Though to be accurate, it wasn't 2 nights in a row, and an afternoon. Oh, I took an afternoon nap yesterday. But Daru has been up for almost 2 days. Mayuri starts fishing through her convenience store bag. And then she takes out
じゃーん、おでん
canned Odin. Ta-da, canned Odin. The canned Odin is still warm when she gives it to me. I open the lid right away and eat the beef. Mayuri and I have been together for a long time, so she knows what I like. They're not actually together. That's worded weirdly. They've known each other for a very long time. They're not together. And when it comes to canned Odin, beef is where it's at.
マユシーからのプレゼントだよ。1個270円もするんだから大事に食べてね。
最近バナナや唐揚げは食べ飽きていたところだ。今後もこの差し入れで頼む。
Too much
さすがにしょっちゅうおごれるほどマユシーのポケットマネーは多くないのです。
Yeah,
あとバナナや唐揚げはマユシーが大好きだから今後も続けます。
Ah, so she's basically like, I'm gonna buy what I like, so shut up, Rentaro. Heck yeah, respect, girl. I don't even know what that sound is. Rug. I consider saying, you'll get fat if you only eat frozen foods, but that threat's not very effective against Mayuri, so I'll hold my tongue. Smart. Her high metabolism prevents her from getting fat, no matter how much she eats.
あとね、他にもあるよ。はい、じゃーん。
What else does she get us? What is that? Next, she produces a small box with Rhinet and illustration.
ライネットソーセージ。あのね、おまけでウーパのボトルキャップがついてくるんだ。すごく欲しかったから買っちゃった。
She sticks out her tongue with a shiny giggle. Did that actually say shiny giggle? I can't read if that didn't actually say shiny. That doesn't make sense. Something tells me that in a few months' time, this lab will be neck deep in Upa goods. There's already one on the couch behind her. There are only a few things right now, like the cushion on the sofa, but that number is sure to grow exponentially. And it's starting right now.
ダル君はどう？
So how started?
苦戦中だ。少しぐらい休んでもらった方がいいんだがな。何もぶっ通しで何とかしろとは一言も言ってないんだから。
That's true. He was just like, let's do this, and Daru
ダル
has
君
been
の
doing
ス
it
ー
for the
パー
last
ハ
3
ッ
hours.
カー
Or
魂が
40 hours.
メラメラバーニングしちゃったんだね。
そこ
Super
ハカーっ
happy.
て言わないように。
Oh, damn, he heard. An empty Diet Cola comes whistling through the air. Did he chuck something else? Yes, cell phone. Is it Teeter? Skycloud 2010. Who the hell is this? Oh, it's Susaha. This is Omne Susaha. First email. Thanks for exchanging addresses with me yesterday. I finally made a friend here. Yay! Don't worry, I won't email you too much, and I might be slow to reply too. I'm kinda new at this email thing. It's okay to laugh at me. So young, it doesn't even know how to use an email address. That wasn't an exchange, you took my address by force, I had no choice but to submit. Where were you living before? Haven't used cell phone much? Where was she before? Alright, Dario, do something on that side. It hits my head with a nice thunk. I'm not the one who called you Super Hacker.
ピリピリしてる。
Yes, yes he is. Mayuri and I evacuate to a corner of the lounge and quietly eat the Odin.
でもハッキングって悪いことなんだよね。マユシーはね、二人にそういうことしてほしくないな。
Technically, yes, hacking is bad.
ダルのスーパーハカー
Or
じゃ
doing
な
it
く
for good
て
reasons, right?
ハッカーとしての腕前使わなければ宝の持ち腐れだ。
Yes, thank you for correcting yourself, Okabe. Incidentally, it looks like hackers hijacked certain system back in '08. We found news articles about it online. That means that even the inventors of the World Wide Web have holes in their security. With his skills, Dario should have no trouble getting through.
それにこれはセルンの悪事を暴くため世界を陰で支配する巨大な闇との戦いなのだよ。
I wonder if anybody who actually works at CERN has played or seen the anime for this and just felt really uncomfortable the whole time.
悪いことは悪いことだよ。
Bad things are bad. People die when they are killed. That's unusual. Mayuri usually just accepts whatever I say. Well, I admit it, we're doing a bad thing. But there's no way we can stop now. I need to change the subject.
マユリよ、さつま揚げをやるから牛すじをくれないか。
Ooh, got it there.
それならうずら卵がいいな。
ふざけるな。俺は牛すじの次にうずら卵が好きなのだ。
Yeah, how dare you try
マ
to
ユ
go
シー
for
も
my
う
life.
ずら卵好きだもん。
ちくわで手を打ってくれ。
What is a chikuwa?
わかったよ。さつま揚げよりはちくわだもんね。
With that said, I skewer the chikuwa and put it in Mayuri's can. And I get her beef in return. Subject change complete. Mayuri really eats up conversations about food, so it's so easy to manipulate her. Oh man.
もうすぐなんだ
Don't
よ。
manipulate Mayuri.
SQL のテーブル一覧さえ手に入れればパスワード特定余裕なんだよ。うへへへへ。僕をなめんな。
Aw, there goes our subject change. Daru had to ruin it. Server address, domain name. Whoa. That's like actual sequel. That's kind of cool. I haven't done sequel in a long time. I had a class on it in college. It's been a while, but I'm pretty sure that's an actual sequel command. Didn't expect them to actually have that. Who do they have here? Abel, Achille, Adam, Adolf, Amy, Elaine, and then it just gets too blurry. He's not pulling passwords though, he's just pulling names. UID, user IDs. Looks like things are falling into place. Excellent. Our super hacker. Or Taka. Dar really is a super hacker. I think this is the first time I've seen him serious. Dario bends himself forward, staring holes into the screen. But all I see on the screen is the same string of numbers and letters.
おほ来た来た来たいいよいいよほら観念して俺の前に全部晒しやがれっつーのすっぱだかにされてる気分はどうだよ、ひゃっ
Oh no. Why does he have to say things like that? His eyes are bloodshot and he's started rambling. Maybe that's the lack of sleep getting to him. Daru opens up a new window, types in a 12-character string, and slams the enter key. An error sound rings. He quickly deletes the string and enters a new one. He keeps repeating that sequence until finally...
おお
Okay,
来た来
so
た
he got the list of passwords.
ID
and
と
just
パス
brute forced
一致ひょ
himself in.
ログイン完了だゴラ死ねえなめんなイエスイエスイエス
Yes, yes, yes. What enthusiasm.
誰やったのか
Of course he did. The smug bastard turns around with an expression of immense satisfaction. He got it. As if he's gone into La Petite Mort. I don't know what that means.
ミッションコンプリート
Or if I even said it right.
本当か
We hacked CERN, y'all.
すごいね
We got it.
よくわかんないけど
After 20 hours of agony, it's finally over. To show Dario my appreciation, I toss him an unopened Odin can.
仕事の後のおでん缶って最高すぎだろ
An Odin can's the best after a job well done.
よくやったやはりお前は世界最高のスーパーハッカ
Hacker.
ハッカーな
ーハッカーだお前が敵でなくてよかったそれで世界滅亡計画の証拠は見つかったか
いやまだ見てねっつーのつながっただけ
All that work just to get in.
ここまで来ればあとは楽だけどな
ならば
Yeah, the hard part's
疲れてい
done.
るところ悪いが早速調べてくれきっとあるはずなのだ陰謀の影が
はいはいやりますよでもその前におでん缶食わせろ
Just let him eat. Let the man eat. And then let's actually go right into the hacking. Dario tapped on his keyboard more nimbly than before.
手に入れたパスがセルンの誰のものなのかってのが問題なんだよな
The question is who this password belongs to.
どういうこと？
セルンのデータベースに入ってデータのテーブル
Well, I
一
guess
覧
if
をゲ
it's
ッ
like
ト
a
したん
low-level そ
よ
employee,
そ
they
っか
probably
ら
don't have access to much,
11111111とか ABCDEFGH みたいな簡単なパスワードを使ってる関係者に的を絞って ID 手に入れたわけその ID の持ち主がサーバー管理者だったら最高なんだけどさすがにそこまで運は良くないと思われ
Probably not.
日本語で OK だよ
右に同じく
要するにセルンのサーバー管理者のパスだったならセルンの全身を舐め回すように弛緩しまくりだけどそうじゃない普通の研究員か何かならおっぱいしか見せてもらえない的な
Interesting.
だるく
Interesting
エッチ
translation.
エロい例えをするな。つまり見られる情報が限定されてしまうということだろ。
Yes.
そういうこと。サーバー管理者を特定してパスをゲットするのも時間の問題だけど、それはまた今度にするわ。さすがに眠くてあんま頭が働かん。
He has been awake for like 40 plus hours. But we want to hack them more. It's unfortunate, but overworking him isn't an option. Let's let him rest so he can regain his energy.
お、どうやら手に入れた ID は加速器部門担当者のものらしいよ。
An accelerator division chief. That'll give us some perms, I would imagine.
サーバー管理者じゃないのか。
Not a server admin.
一発で当てるなんて奇跡でも起きない限り無理だっつうの。セルに何人の関係者がいると思ってるんだぜ。
Quite a lot, I would imagine.
何
6000人以上。
Yeah, that is quite a lot. That many?
とりあえずこの加速器部門担当者の名前はジャックさんのメールのログをちょろっと覗かせてもらお
Oh
うよ。
man, Jack. You had to have an easy password. And of course, the emails come up in English.
うわー、まゆしは頭が痛くなってきました。
Mayushi does not like English. It's pathetic to flinch at the mere sight of English.
ダリオ、なんと書いてあるのだ。
English ain't nothing to flinch at. Daru, what does that say?
翻訳しないと。
You to translate it.
エキサイト先生にご登場願え。
This is a job for Dr. Excite. Who's Dr.
そんな
Excite?
めんどいことしてらんねえっつの。
Daru boots up a translation software and auto-translates the open page. That'll help. Poor, unnatural Japanese shows up. The first line says, Happy New Year!
新年の挨拶みたいっすな。バカンスでスペイン行くとか裏山。
Lucky bastard indeed. That email's normal. Nothing out of the ordinary.
こういうログを漁っていけば、そのうちサーバー管理者も特定できるのだぜ。
Hopefully, if they've had
あのね、
contact.
他人のメールを勝手に見るのってすごくごめんなさいって気持ちになる。
It should. This is very illegal, Mayuri. This is very, very illegal. Mayuri gets depressed and moves away from the computer. Oh. She sits on the sofa and hugs her giant uva cushion with a sigh. I know we're doing something socially unacceptable. However,
俺はとっくに悪の道に踏み込んだ身。何の良心の呵責も感じないのだ。
that's a good line.
責任はすべてこの俺が取る。ダリア・マユリに罪をかぶせるつもりはない。
There you go. Shift responsibility to yourself so she doesn't feel bad about it. Or less bad.
うほ、僕オカリンになら掘られてもいい。
Okay, dude.
それはお断りだ。
Oof. Hate to see it.
というわけでダルよ、心置きなく覗き見るのだ。
At the files, Daru. At the files.
オカリンって悪いんだ。マユシーは
She
悲
looks
しい
so
です。
disappointed in us. Mayushi. That's of no concern to me. You just sit there and pretend your hands are clean. That's rough. Oof. Upon further examination, we discover several emails with the title Experiment Report. In English, naturally. Looks like he sends emails like these almost daily.
LHC の実験レポートか。タイムマシンのヒントが得られるかもしれん。開いてみるべきだろう。
これ見たら確実にヤバそうだけどな。
100%. That's what his lips say, but his hand still clicks on the email. curiosity. What comes up is an unintelligible series of symbols.
これ暗号化されてる。
さすがに簡単にはいかないか。
Of course, yeah.
ま、この程度の暗号を
They
解く
don't
のは
just
へ
put
でもないが
classified
な。
information in plain text emails. You really hate it. Nice, super hacker. He's a genius, no doubt. Daru undoes the security in less than 10 minutes. The real-time sync is deciphering the crappy machine translation. Hi, Paul.
訳すると
Nice.
Hi, ポール。
Hi.
そういう演技は無用だ。
That acting is completely unnecessary. I don't know why I read
サイですか？
that.
今日付けの実験データをサーバーにアップしておいた。LHC の調子は良好だ。あくまで LHC はだが。
This fellow is obedient, surprisingly like the cat. Though this fellow is capricious about this month. I think that may be this condition for a long time. However, do not you think that the work not rewarding? It is this kitten, large cat. It's funny that they're complaining that their translation took it from English to unnatural Japanese, when it's actually from probably Japanese to unnatural English. It is this kitten, large cat.
こいつはまるで猫みたいに気まぐれだが、ここ1ヶ月ほどは驚くほど素直だ。ずっとこの調子だといいんだがな。しかし報われない仕事だと思わないか？この子猫、大猫と言うべきか？はははははは。が、稼働して9年になるが。
Alright, so the kitten, or cat, is obviously bring back thick bay. He's talking right now.
この人類史を塗り替える研究は一部の人間の目にしか入らないわけで、もっとも公表されたらされたでいい晒し者になるのがオチだろうがな。
Yes, yes it would. Whoops.
世の中の連中はきっとこう言うだろうさ。今すぐロバート・ゼメキフをセルンに呼んでください。そうすれば1年と経たないうちに作ってもらえるだろうってな。
Who's Robert Zemkif?
9年
9 years. It's 2010, so they actually started it in 01. Daru finished his reading. I rub my temples with my thumbs. Calm down, let's sort things out.
今のメール、翻訳ミスということはないのか？
Did Daru notice something unnatural too? He's not joking like he usually does.
翻訳ソフトを信じるならミスはないんじゃね？ところどころへんてこな日本語になってるのは確かだけど。
だとしたら妙なことになる。
The Japanese is weird, huh? The English is pretty weird too.
LHC が稼働を開始したのは去年の春ぐらいだったはずだ。だがこのメールでは9年前から稼働していたと読み取れる。
Probably because it has. What? Stern lied? What? Who would have guessed?
おかしいな。
The email send date is this year, 2010. So 9 years ago makes it 2001. John Teeter posted this on @channel yesterday. The only other thing I can say is that you must not believe their lies. They have already succeeded at creating micro black holes. I gulp. So that's a bit more credence to what John Teeter's been saying. I bet he could strangle me. What does that mean, Mr. Mad Daddy? What does that mean? If you read between the lines of this email, it sounds like they're doing some sort of secret experiment. Also, Robert Zemeckis is a super famous Hollywood movie director. He directed a trilogy of smash hit time travel movies about 20 years ago. I groan. No way. Was I right? CERN's hiding a major secret from the world? And it's related to time travel?
ダル、もっと調べてくれ。タイムマシン研究の痕跡を探すんだ。
Oh boy.
マジでか。
I don't know if Daru has questioned my order or the possibility that CERN might be researching time travel. I'm not sure what's so confusing about that. Why do you want him to strangle you, I guess? And why is it I bet he could? Anyone could. Like, I guess that's what's confusing about it. Either way, he begins tapping on the keyboard again.
どのメールにもタイムマシンって単語は出てこないけど。
But there are some. Facts. I bet he could render me unconscious if he flexed his big boy arms around. Okay, Mr. Bad Daddy.
Z プログラムって単語がこの数ヶ月で100箇所以上も使われてる。
The phrase Z program was used hundreds of times in the past few months. Whoopsie.
これ今 LHC を使ってやってる実験のことじゃね？
その具体的な内容はブラックホールの生成実験か。
What is it specifically? A black hole? Whoops.
どっかに資料は見つけた。
Daru opens a PDF attachment.
ほほう、なんかこれフランスとイギリスとオランダのトップシークレット扱いっぽい。
Nice. France, England, and Holland.
国家最高機密。
Government secrets?
セルンは国家機関じゃないはずなのに、なんでだろ
う？ It's not a government organization yet, but according to Teeter, it will be.
つうか国家機密ってさすがにまずいんじゃね？
構わん。詳細を調べろ。
Get me the details.
いやいや、
Now.
バレたらただじゃ済まんし。
お前はハッキングで足がつくような無能なのか？
そうならないようにはしてる。
だったら何も問題はない。
そりゃどうも。
Daru makes a slightly awkward face as he takes a file about the Z program and feeds it into the translation software.
5月14
That's a
日
big red text
第
there.
137次 Z プログラム実験レポート。
Error, human is dead. Mismatch. I wonder what the rest of the thing says in English. Black hole generation mission has already been established. The report is omitted. Outcome of experiment. Error, human is dead. Mismatch. To Jellyman's report, number 14 of the attached paper for blah blah blah. Experiment proposes that unnecessary to stop as long as lifters adjustment in each blah 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 blah.
なお、ミニブラックホール生成ミッションはすでに確立しているため報告は省く。第一に
ストップストップ
Stop. All of a sudden, Teeter's prediction became a reality.
やはりセルンは LHC を使ったミニブラックホール生成に成功していたのだ。
Yes, they did.
公式には実験はまだ成功してないって発表されてるのにな。
Why would they lie about that? I don't know. Almost like they're trying to become a shadow government. This is what Teeter was referring to when he posted, "Don't believe what they say."
そもそも実験の目的は新しい素粒子反応を起こすことであってミニブラックホール生成じゃないし。
On the surface, yeah. Daru doesn't take his wide eyes off the monitor.
だが実際にはすでにミニブラックホールは生成されている。
みたいだな。
その先には何と書いてある？
実験結果エラー。ヒューマンイズデッドミスマッチ。詳細は別紙ゼリーマンズレポートナンバー14を参
He
照。
actually said that first bit in English. Good on Dario. For details, consult Jellyman's report number 14.
リフターの調整および各局所は適合地点をオンラインとして確定できない限り実験は停止するべきと提案する。
Huh.
どういう意味だ？
ヒューマンイズデッドって人が死んだって意味じゃね？
Yes, that is exactly what it means, Dario. Somebody died? Seriously? I groan. This isn't a joke anymore. Something very serious is going on here. Maybe we are in too deep. And what if we are? I'm not afraid. I'm not. After all, I'm the insane mad scientist Hyoin Kiyoma. We can't stop now. I can't control my curiosity. Besides, now that I have proof of their evil deeds, ignoring it would just leave bad taste in my mouth. My throat's gone dry. I swallow my saliva. In an attempt to keep whatever composure I can, I scold myself for being so faint of heart.
ゼリーマンズレポートというのは何だ？
Daru starts typing once I ask my question, but he soon clicks his tongue.
ジャックさんのメールには見当たらないな。誰かもっと偉い人かサーバー管理者のパスを手に入れないと。
Damn it, Jack. Why don't you have access to everything?
ではそれは後回しだ。タイムマシンについて探してくれ。
さすがに出てこないんじゃね？
You sure about that? Just look. After that, Dara spends about 15 minutes fishing through the Accelerator Division Chief's email, but he doesn't find anything about time machines.
加速器技術委員会とか LHC 計画責任者とかって単語が出てきたから、その辺の ID を見当をつけて探すかな。そっちからならもっと突っ込んだ情報が手に入るかもしれんわな。
ジャックさんの ID では調べられないのか？
Daru shakes his head.
では今日のところはこれまでか。
Then
ち
a
な
lot of
み
work
に
already.
さ、今見てたのがセルンの一番でかいサーバーなんだけど、実はもう一個妙なデータベースがあったんだよね。
Ooh, I wonder what's in that one.
妙というと？
バグってた。
It was buggy.
バグ？
いやバグっつうか、一応プログラムのコードらしきものは出てくるんだけど。
Like proprietary code? By chance?
もう意味不すぎてむちゃくちゃっつうか、全くもって解読不能です。本当にありがとうございましたっつうか。
Impossible to decode, except if you had an IBM 5100, perhaps?
暗号化されている可能性は？
あれは暗号には見えないのだぜ。そもそもプログラムとして成立してないんだよね。ただそんな誰にも見られないようなデータベースがなんで置いてあんのかは気になる。
Because that's what the good stuff is.
気になるな。
ちょっと解析してみるを。
Daru tries every trick in the book to crack that mystery database. But after about an hour, the pistons he has for fingers begin speeding up. Eventually, he just slams the keyboard out of frustration.
ああ、わからん。全然わからん。こんなん絶対プログラムじゃねえよ、ボケ。死ねカスがウェッケー
Angry super hacker. Oh great, he snapped.
もうやめた方がいいよ。
Mayuri puts down her sewing tools and turns to Dario with a worried look on her face. Thank you, Mayuri, for being our moral compass in this whole situation.
頭もよく回らんし、もう無理。ふへふへへ。
I think it's nap time for Dario. This is bad. Dario's breaking down. Maybe I'm pushing him too far. He's been up 2 days straight. He's probably at his limit.
ご苦労だった。 もう休め、ダル。
There he goes.
うんそうするわ。つうかさ、もしこれがバグじゃなくてガチでプログラムだとしても作ったやつにしかわからんよ。こんなん見たことないし。
Nothing like it, huh? A program anything like he's ever seen. Unlike anything he's ever seen. At that moment, music burst from my phone. I've got mail. You got mail. John Teeter, oh hell yeah! If everything you wrote is true, we have a lot to talk about, particularly concerning the IBM 5100's hidden functionality, which I have not mentioned to anybody yet. I am indeed surprised you know about it. However, I have not gone to the year 2000, though it is possible I may go there later. There are 3 possible explanations. First, the John Teeter who appeared in 2000 is my future self. In other words, I go to 2000 later and write about the things you have told me. But that would cause a chicken and egg paradox, wouldn't it? Second, you're delusional or making things up. For the sake of serious discussion, let's set aside this possibility. Third, you may have seen something I wrote on a different world line. That would mean that 10 years ago, you existed on a different world line than the other one we're on now. However, that raises another issue. When the world line changes, the entire timeline's reconstructed from past to future in order to prevent a paradox from occurring. That was proven in 2036. In other words, it should be impossible for you to regain memories of a previous world line unless you too are a time traveler, that is. Do you have any idea what the cause could be? Look, I'm good. I gulp. A flash runs through my head like an electric shock. There's quite a bit of text, but what catches my eyes are the first several lines.
そうか。今、点が線でつながろうとしているぞ。
If you want to call it that, yeah.
何の話？
Mari looks at me curiously, but I don't have time to answer her. I'm frantically assembling the pieces in my mind.
ジョン・タイター、セル、タイムマシン。
These things are all connected, and now I have another piece of the puzzle. I shiver at my own brilliance. He's too smart.
ダルよ。もしかするとそのプログラムの正体、
Okay.
判明するかもしれんぞ。
Yeah, this seems like a decent spot to stop here. Did my 2 hours here that I wanted, so I'm going to go ahead and end this from here. So thank you very much for watching, y'all, and I hope you guys have a good night. I will be continuing this playthrough every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So hope to see more. And with that, have a great night, y'all.